Oh, good. The game appears to be showing. I tweaked some stuff and was worried I'd broken it. Greetings, Gremlings. We are continuing our journey to find our father. He was not on the train to the secret Russian military base, so we went to Cuba and Ireland to find some clues, and they have led us to this cave in the Himalayas on the Chinese border. So let's see what we can find. Right, and Max was like either kidnapped or was the bad guy or something. We don't know. So we left without him. Right, Kansky's dead. We have a symbol. Alright. We have our phone. We have an onion still. We have the teddy bear still. We have the meat fork still. We have a message.
An excerpt from the travel journal of a certain Dr. Evans. My father considered getting these documents to be so important that he intentionally coded all documents that deal with this subject.
Oh boy, reading. Zopa tribe. Folks say they have hypnotic abilities. Okay, so we have a tribe with strange powers bestowed upon them by a strange artifact. Members ran off because they were scared. He carried on. Oh god, there's more. He got hypnotized. The ruling guardian, he sees everything. And he comes from far away. Alright. We have a cave.
For sure. Without Oleg, I never would have found this cave. A small round hole in the rock. It could come from a yak.
It could come from a yak. It could go in my pocket. Oh, I get the stick too. Or peg. Can I put the peg in the hole? I can put the peg in the hole.
I can push the part into the opening without any problems, but nothing is happening.
Okay, let's search a little further till we have an explanation for the pegs in the holes. Oh, jeez.
Patterns were chiseled into the rock here. I wonder what they mean.
What a relief. Ooh, a
Pretty
rock.
big rock.
It is a pretty big rock.
The poor guy must have fallen in there. I wonder if he was a member of my father's expedition. The water is crystal clear and most likely ice cold. It's too heavy. I can't move it.
Can you fork it?
I can't reach it from here.
No, there. Individual. What about that one?
I can push the part into the...
What about that one?
I can push the part.
Yak and bear. How big is this pit? I was holding the yak. Maybe I can use it to leverage the rock? Like a crowbar? Yes. So I mean, we've only got these 2 rooms.
I was lucky that there is another drain. Otherwise, the entire cave would probably be underwater already. The bag was next to the skeleton, and the rising waters brought it to the surface. This means that the contents can't be that heavy.
Waterproof. Bag.
Oh, a bone.
Yay, that's— oh, it's a bone. It's a skeleton key.
It looks weird. Somehow unnatural.
Well. Can put that in there. Bone key.
I can push the part in.
Just keep sticking things in holes.
I can push the part into the open. The bone caught on something.
Oh.
I can't get it out anymore.
Well. Hey.
This room emanates a weird
Whoa.
atmosphere. I can't describe it exactly. Unreal. As if one is entering a different world.
Huh, almost like some
These lines and circles look
alien.
almost like the sketches that Manuel Perez made in Cuba. It depicts the fall of a huge, unshapely object. The broken down trees around the crash site remind me a bit of photos that I once saw of the Tunguska region after the 1908 catastrophe.
What a coincidence.
Small humans flee from a huge, unshapely object into a cave. The head was chiseled directly out of the massive rock face.
Well, that looks like a puzzle, and it looks like a puzzle that I don't know what to do with yet.
There's this light coming up from down there that bathes the room in this strange atmosphere. An excerpt from the travel journal.
Yeah, did that say anything? Oh, there's another page. Oh, okay. Okay. It's like, oh, I can move. Okay.
An excerpt.
Yes. Show me the picture. 1, 2, down and across. Down.
An excerpt from.
Ooh.
Strange disc. Really looks rather insignificant, but it feels warm. And I have the feeling as if some sort of weird energy is emanating from it. I'll show it to Oleg. Maybe he's got an idea about what we should do with it. Oleg!
Ah!
I was just coming to you.
I see you really did it. Congratulations. We were not mistaken about you.
Thanks. What do you mean by...
Ah!
I'll explain that later. The boss is waiting.
Uh-oh.
Kambursky to station. Requesting permission to land.
Oleg was
Oleg,
bad.
I heard you actually found this metal thing?
Hello, Sergey. Yes, everything actually went as we hoped. The girl was really good.
Excellent work. The boss will be pleased.
Now what are we going to do with her?
The boss's orders were clear.
Is that really necessary?
Well, it is a shame with that cute ass.
Ew.
But with some luck, it'll keep fresh on ice. And now, turn the water on.
Okay. Nothing.
What a piece of crap! The damn thing's broken again! Let's see what the problem is. We should hurry, though. The prototype is as good as ready for use. You see, and the boss is waiting for us.
And the little one?
We won't be gone long. We'll take care of her later.
They must have got Max, too. What the hell are we?
There's a piece missing here. Looks like it was torn out.
Sabotage?
Could be. You take care of it. I have to get back to our scientific genius.
Okay.
Man, I must have like 3 concussions at this point.
Oh, God. I hurt all over, and I'm totally freezing. Where am I? I can only vaguely remember that Oleg knocked me out. But why? I really thought he was someone I could trust. Yet another bad judgment.
So, dear diary, we got we got knocked out again. I will take this plunger. Because that will definitely come in
A
useful.
bathtub filled with bubbles, a glass of red wine, and someone to massage my back.
Definitely got her head hit
I
a
think
little
I
too
want to
hard.
go home. There's no water coming out. A video camera in the bathroom? I wouldn't want to take a shower in here.
It looks like a handheld recorder.
I can't
though.
reach it.
Like, not like an automated one that's viewed from elsewhere. Like, it looks like just one, like, my dad used to have. Ew. I really don't want to touch this.
Extra soft and fluffy 3 layers.
Ooh, a drill.
A stationary drill. A metal bit is in it. I'll take everything with me that is not on the trees by the time I count to 3.
What? Silicone. Piece of something.
I have a vague idea. You can do thread cutting with that. I know, a very risky assumption, but you can't win if you don't try. It reminds me of the part I found in Moscow at the train station. In the meantime, it appears to have entered series production. Now it even has a rubber coating on the grip. You can use this to seal windows or become a lifeguard on TV.
Ah, to seal cracks.
A vise. Standard equipment in any shop that has at least half the equipment it needs.
Ooh. Key.
Could be a kind of master key that can be replicated in the workshop as needed.
Gimme.
A single egg is visible through the plate of glass.
Ooh.
The machine can probably be opened with key commands. I do not know the number combination, and if I just simply break the glass, then the contents will probably be destroyed by the falling glass splinters.
Just an egg.
A metal plate.
Fit that in my pocket.
The door is locked.
Oh, okay. Well.
The lock is completely iced over. I can't get the key into it.
So we need to melt it? I wasn't expecting this to actually be. Oh, are we doing the thing where we cut the glass and then like take it out like a cat burglar?
I can't tear the glass out with a plunger.
Need some sort of glass cutter. Drill the metal. Can we make it like...
The drill is throwing sparks when it gets in contact with the metal plate.
Yeah. Do we have to burn this? Paper?
A metal plate. The sparks from the drill set the paper on fire.
Cool. Now it's over there and not useful to us. Do I have to heat up the key?
I should have learned by now that I can't simply hold metal.
Oh, okay. Wait, those aren't tongs. Well, just gonna leave that sitting there burning while I go get some other tools. Can't reach. Can I use this?
I don't really feel a great...
Do I cut it with the thing first? At least I have a little fire. Gotta keep me warm. Oh, now it's bent. Now can I use this to hold the key? Yes. Okay. Turn it into tongs.
I'm going to freeze to death pretty soon, but at least the key is nice and warm now.
Won't be for long.
The hot key is melting the ice, so the lock is now open.
Well then. Poingy.
What a strange design. I think I read somewhere that stuff like this was used to protect sensitive equipment from radio interference. I assume that by entering numbers, one can extend a bridge to the room on the other side. A freight elevator, but there doesn't appear to be a way to summon the elevator up from here.
Alright, we got stairs and a door.
Oh, this appears to be something like a control room. And what is that down there?
A device.
Problem solved?
Not quite. But at least I found our saboteur. There was a terrible, regrettable accident just now.
That's too bad. What's going on with the water?
That isn't important right now. I need you here.
Order. May I introduce you to Professor Charleroi, our scientific leader?
Pleased to meet you.
Yeah, sure. Save it. We don't have time. The boss will be here soon, and I want to have everything ready to go by then.
Oleg, Sergei, and this Nicole Charleroi seem to be like a kind of complete assembly of all the human scum on Earth. Right
that's
now, I'm really
Antarctica.
tempted to jump through the window and send all three of them to... But what are they doing down there? And what kind of machine is
Man,
that?
I should make a
I
map.
don't know for sure what is going
All
on
the
here,
places we've
but
gone
I'm
in
really
this
sure
game.
that it is something quite nasty. And this I know. As soon as I get even the slightest chance, I will mess up their plans, but big. A huge plasma screen. What do they need all those video recorders for?
For their experiments.
None of them has a cassette inside.
Oh, no, that symbol.
A single piece of explosive is still in there. I think I'll take it with me.
Heck yeah.
They seem to work like hand grenades. Pull the ring and make sure to get rid of it real quick. It all looks terribly complicated, at least for someone who knows frighteningly little about it. They all appear to be very busy. None of the monitors shows anyone. It's probably possible to switch from one room to another somehow, but I can't find the right knobs.
Yeah, Max isn't with us. Alright, down the stairs. Oh, and we're here.
I think that's a water pump. It's not running, though. I assume it is responsible for the running water and the heating. That's probably why it's so cold in here. It's not making a sound. Something isn't right.
I mean, it's probably cold in here because we're in freaking Antarctica.
The freight elevator does not appear to be very stable. One of the cables has already broken, and the one next to it doesn't look like it is going to last much longer either.
Hey, fishing bowl.
A completely normal fishing rod without any kind of frills, but rather robust.
I mean, yeah, we'll take it. Can I go fishing with explosives?
That's the way outside. I'm already freezing my butt off in here, and it's not going to be any warmer out there. 10 polar bears couldn't get me out of here while I'm wearing these clothes.
Sure. Oh, what's that? Hey, salt.
Salt. Probably from the bag up there. That little bit is just enough for a breakfast egg.
I mean, that's a lot of salt.
No idea what that does.
Budget.
Nothing is happening. Maybe the switch is broken. A freight elevator. But there does.
Let's go fishing for stuff.
Maybe I can pick up one of the lighter packs. Winter clothing. That's a nice catch. Much better already.
Convenient.
A freight elevator. But there.
Is it more? The heck is that? Laundry ball.
Terry cloth bedding. A whole stack of it. Whatever am I supposed to do with it?
I don't know. I mean, we have clothes now. We go outside.
Somebody please tell me that I'm dreaming. Just where am I? Antarctica?
Yeah,
Nobody
you're
is
in
ever going to
Antarctica.
find me here. I can forget about that.
Alright, what do we got?
Building the station probably cost a lot of money. Somebody must be counting on getting a lot of profits. A 10-liter bucket. Just how did they get all that heavy equipment here? It must have been a huge logistical effort.
If a dog comes running from the Norwegian station.
A huge field full of these strange things. I assume that they contain antennas, but what do you do with them? Receive signals or send signals? The power consumption of this facility must be gargantuan. A huge field. Wow, an old whaling ship,
Ooh.
completely enclosed in ice. I wonder how long that has been here. A stationary harpoon. The things have an enormous penetrative ability and a relatively large operational range. It contains whale oil. People also used to use it as lamp oil and lubricant. It's a little heavy. Not even female Russian shot putters can carry that. The jacket is frozen stiff, but it appears that there is still something in the side pocket.
A flask.
I don't think it will contain any vodka, but in this cold, I would be happy with whiskey too. If I only could get this damned cork out of this bottle.
Oh, gotta find another way.
It appears as if there had been a hole in the ice at one time, but it has frozen over almost completely in the meantime. I'm pretty sure I won't be able to get the hole open.
Alright, so we got whale oil, we got a hole, we got a harpoon. Ah!
The penguin seems to be sitting on something. He's probably hatching something. A warning sign. Caution. Precipice.
A crevasse. Wait, I took the side? Why? Why did I take the side?
There's someone lying there. Hello? Are you hurt? Hello? I almost fear that he's dead. Funny that someone should fall into the glacier's precipice who probably knows his way around here. Plus, there was a warning sign. Just a moment. It could, of course, be that he had a little help when he fell. I believe these people here are capable of that.
Well, looks like we found that little accident. Hey,
The
Mr.
penguin seems to be sitting.
Oh, I can't interact with you. What's that?
The shield was stuck in there.
The sign? Cool. That won't open that. Okay, we have a hole. Oh. Ugh.
Wow, what an explosion! It appears that it even triggered a small avalanche, but it didn't appear to bother the penguin.
Can I get down there now? Whew, that's a hell of a climb, girl.
I know that robbing dead bodies is frowned upon in upper circles, but I cannot do anything for him anymore. He, however, could perhaps still be helpful.
We'll get it later.
A couple torn out pages. They're entitled Research Journal of Nicole Charleroi. I don't think that this information will help me right now, but I might at least understand better how everything ties together.
Oh boy. Possible. Okay, use the human brain like a radio, send waves. Trying to control the animals. Gonna use the weird radiation from Tunguska. Massimo. Right.
This goes down so deep, I can't even guess where the bottom is. A
Right.
gasoline lighter. Unfortunately, there is no gas in it.
What?
In an abstract sort of way, the amulet represents a head. There is a large diamond on top. It looks to be very old, and if the diamond is real, it is worth a fortune.
Alright. Goodbye, penguin. Until we meet again. No, really? Okay. Well, I can't, I was gonna say I could put whale oil in here, but we can't open that. Bucket? Bundle of wet, oily blankets.
The bedding has soaked up fish oil.
Ugh.
It is beastly heavy and stinks like one too.
Okay. Nice. Oh. There was some salt, but she said it was only a little bit. Maybe we can catch more. No. Wait, is this... Oh, this is the elevator that we see from down here. Gotcha. Can we fish anymore from it?
The other stuff on the platform is too heavy to be able to pull it up with the fishing rod.
Salt bag on there. We want to knock it off. Set it on fire. Wait.
So I leave behind yet another trail of devastation.
At least you recognize it this time. Yay!
Where am I supposed to put this? I can't carry this.
Put it in your bucket. Anything else there we want? I don't know why we want to open this hole either, but
Well,
you
it
know.
will probably take some time until the salt has eaten its way through the ice.
Okay. What else we got going on? A harpoon. Don't know what we would harpoon. Have a penguin sitting on an egg. That's right. We have an egg inside.
I do not know the number combination, and if I just simply break the glass, then the contents will probably be destroyed by the falling glass splinters.
Okay, so you did that. Break it? Break it.
It always looks so simple in detective stories. Plunger on the glass, cut it with a diamond, and...
Oh, we're using it.
It really
Ow.
is simple. I have no idea what animal this comes from. It's too large to be a chicken egg, but who
It's a
knows what they are
basilisk
doing
egg.
here in the station. I think they are capable of anything.
Mutant chickens. Are we trying to get the penguin to hatch our egg instead? Is that why we need to break the ice? Because then we can get a fish to lure the penguin? Oh boy. Oh. Oh boy. Yep.
The salt ate a huge hole into the ice.
You go fishing?
Nothing is happening. I probably should try it with some bait.
Where are we gonna get? I mean, we don't have any worms, but sometimes they also wait.
The lighter
Like
could serve
shiny
as a blinker
things?
substitute
Yeah.
and lead, all in one. It's definitely worth a try.
I mean, I guess we just use a lighter as a lighter.
That was easier than I thought it would be. A specimen of the genus fish.
Here, fishy,
Maybe I
fishy.
can distract it with some fish.
Oh, that's a big fish. wouldn't leave his egg alone.
It doesn't like it that I stole his offspring. I'll put the egg back down. I have enough enemies here as it is.
Swapsies.
At least now the poor little guy has a real chance of seeing something come out of that egg. An egg-shaped thing made of metal.
Oh, okay. Then I don't feel so bad about taking it from him. Because that sure as heck is not gonna hatch. Alright, so what's
I
your
think that's
deal?
a water pump. It's not running though.
Does that go in here?
It fits. And
Sabotage!
the machine is also starting to work
The
again.
penguin stole the part. And now we can turn the bathtub on and drown ourselves.
The plug is missing. The water's going to drain right out again.
So we need a cork, is what you're telling me? Okay. Yeah, drill it off.
So, pulled the cork in style. It even reasonably fits into the drain. That should stop the water from draining.
Oh, I see. Can I make some
Yay!
ice?
The tub is full. Woohoo!
Alright, so presumably that'll freeze. And then we can stand on it to get to the camera.
None of them has a cassette inside. There are 3,000 switches here, and not one is labeled.
Come on.
I'm not even going to try it. Too bad, actually. It was just about to get nice and warm.
Yeah, but that looks like it's got stuff written on it, and I want it. Wow, that was fast.
The water has frozen over pretty quickly.
Give me the camera.
I hope that the ice will hold me. The camera has been screwed on tight, but at least I could remove the strap. The video cassette from the surveillance camera in the bathroom.
Let's go watch some bathroom videos.
Oh, there is something else on the tape. A remainder of another recording. Looks like the room right next door. This Nicole Charleroi is having a discussion with a really elegantly dressed guy. Unfortunately, his back is to the camera, but I could swear that it's... What's going on down there?
Fancy man has arrived.
I heard we are ready.
Yes, apart from a few small details, everything is ready. Thanks to the artifact, we were able to quickly bring the radiation fields to the desired level.
So I was right.
About the artifact?
About you, Professor Charleroi. Your team has truly done magnificent work. And Sergei, Oleg, you also deserve a lot of praise.
Thank you. It was an honor for us.
But enough self-congratulations. We still have a lot to do. Mankind is waiting for us to relieve them from a few decisions.
Massimo Gartuzzo? If he's involved in this, it must be a really big thing. And if he goes to the ends of the world just for this, then I'd rather not dwell on how big this thing is. Realistically, there are only two possibilities. Either I make sure there is a super big noise, or I die clandestinely, quietly, and unnoticed. And since I definitely do not feel like dying, I should think of something that makes a huge kaboom. Only I probably won't be able to do much by myself. I need help, and I need it fast.
I mean, you used your explosives already. Okay. So what's his face is here? Oh. Wait. Okay. 2513. Thank you. Surveillance cameras.
2, 5, 1, 3. Done it. I wonder what is waiting for me in that room over there.
An alien. Ooh.
There is something in the close vicinity of the research station, most likely an airplane. Maybe they can come and get me out of here. I just have to get their attention somehow.
Like a big explosion and some smoke?
Full of fireworks.
Fireworks. Alright.
I think I'll take a couple with me, and probably the matches too. All of the equipment looks to be completely out of date. They obviously only invested in stuff that was absolutely necessary. Equipment for measuring and analysis. What exactly can one do with it? I haven't got the faintest idea.
Okay.
Flares. I assume that they are used to mark the landing spot for helicopters and airplanes. They are from the nightclub Lady. Wasn't there a similar book of matches in the sewers in Moscow? Weird.
Alright. This way. So we have flares, we can signal an airplane. Is that what the harpoon is for?
The matches burn well, but the fuse doesn't. It probably got wet at some point in time.
How about whale oil?
Hopefully the fuses will work again if I pour the whale oil over them.
Yay! Uh-oh.
Max! So Oleg was right.
It's not what you think.
Typical statement from a man.
They aren't our enemies. They want to help us.
I've had my fill lately of people who allegedly want to help me.
Yeah, I know. I'm really sorry about Oleg.
How did you know?
Later. These men have brought me here to...
So you are in cahoots with them. They're the same guys who were seen in the museum by the janitor and the little girl when my father was kidnapped, right?
Yes, and the sect did actually kidnap your father, but for his own protection. Don't worry, he's fine.
For his protection? From people like you? You played me for a sucker and were working with these guys the entire time.
No, when I got back from Ireland, the sect also kidnapped me. Then they explained how everything fits together. I'd never seen these guys before that. You have to believe me.
Do I?
During his investigation into the Tunguska catastrophe, your father stumbled onto something that has to be kept secret at all costs. The sect has done everything it can to make sure this secret doesn't fall into the wrong hands.
Maybe it'd be better if they
What
weren't
is
so
that?
spooky about it.
People believe that they're the offspring of aliens from outer space.
Oh, God.
And the Tunguska catastrophe was caused by a nuclear-powered interstellar spaceship that crashed while
Only
trying to
nuclear, huh?
rescue its last living survivors from Earth.
Bullshit!
Psst.
Don't tell me you believe that.
I don't know what I should believe anymore. Do you remember your encounter with the sect?
In Tunguska? Yes. It was pretty weird.
The fact is that in the summer of 1908, an unidentified object was annihilated in a detonation as powerful as a modern hydrogen bomb, but they found no crater and no remains. Then these strange fragments appeared years later. Your father examined them and discovered that they were made from materials that didn't come from Earth, but were processed.
The Kalenkov report?
Exactly. Then the military got a hold of the material, and your father was prohibited from doing any more research. When he and Manuel Perez took off again for the Tunguska region, Perez accidentally became a victim of an experiment that the military was conducting with the extraterrestrial object there. Your father realizes how dangerous the material is, but he continues to do research despite, or maybe because of it, until he comes across evidence of the Zopa, whose abandoned caves he discovers in China. There he discovers artifacts that consist of the same extraterrestrial material as the fragments from the Tunguska region. A strange connection, don't you think?
And one of the artifacts is here now, delivered personally by Nina Kalenkov.
The station belongs to a man named Massimo Gattuso. Have you ever heard his name before?
Billionaire, divorced 3 times, devastatingly handsome. You can ask him for an autograph in a second.
What?
He's here. I saw him below in the station.
Hopefully we aren't too late. He bought shares in all the telecommunication companies through middlemen and will soon control the entire mobile network.
So what? Are you afraid that the prices per minute will go up?
Be serious for a second, Nina. Don't you have any idea what they're planning here? Think about Perez's accident, the psychiatric clinic in Cuba, the French female scientist, and the Russians' animal experiments.
Give me a hint.
They are working on a technology that will manipulate thoughts.
Oh, come on. First you come to me
Nina.
with these aliens, and now this?
It sounds inconceivable, I know. But research into this technology is nothing new. As far as I know, no one has been successful yet. But with this extraterrestrial material, do you think that Massimo Gattuso will go to so much trouble if the artifact was merely of value archaeologically? The sect believes that he is about to implement this technology, and you can imagine what will happen then.
So, do you trust these people?
More than I trust this Gattuso.
And what are you planning to do?
The sect will take care of detonating the transmitter, and we have to find a way to disrupt the experiment itself. Are you familiar with the layout in there? Is there maybe a control room or something like that?
Sure. Follow me and try to be inconspicuous.
Yes, sir. Oh, before I forget, I found your cell phone in the caves in China. I thought you'd probably need it, in case you want to call me after all this is finished.
Really?
I know your number by heart.
Really?
So, the elevator should be working again. But maybe we should wait until the sect members have detonated the antenna.
And if not, we still have the element of surprise on our side.
So you really want to go down there?
Yes. Now let's go.
Damn, what just happened?
Whoops.
The elevator appears to still be working, as do some of the doors, but I can't open the other ones. Nina, can you hear me? Just great. I have to get the doors open as soon as possible or we'll have a real problem. We've had more than enough of those already. Hopefully Nina will wait for me and won't do anything stupid. But if I know her, she probably will.
Max doesn't seem to hear me through the door. Now what? Hopefully he'll get the door open again. But I can't really wait for him to do it. We have no time to lose. Maybe that elevator still works. Then I can look around a little downstairs. A
It's
radiator.
a big radiator. radioactive. Man, ooh, camera.
One of the surveillance cameras. Hopefully Max is constantly checking the monitors in the control room. The pipe is cold. Someone took the knob that opens and closes the vent. There's just a rod left now.
Gotta find a knob.
What an enormous icicle.
Sure is.
I hear voices behind that door. As long as I don't have an army behind me, I really shouldn't go in there. In some places where the walls have cracked, the ice is visible behind the walls. We must therefore be below sea level.
I mean, not necessarily.
The sign warns that contact with water could trigger chemical reactions. The paint is so brittle that it crumbles just looking at it. The sign is riveted. There are 2 labels on it: danger, explosive, and do not bring in contact with water. For such dangerous stuff, that vat sure doesn't make a stable impression. This wrench ought to make sure that the lid doesn't open accidentally. Hopefully the lid won't open. I'd better not touch it. The labels on it promise a lot of trouble if I do, and I have more than enough of that already.
Okay, so we have an explosive. Gonna set it off.
The tube leads through the wall into the hallway.
Okay.
An iron chain hanging in the middle of the room. No idea what that's good for.
Kinky stuff. I have... Oh, I can hang something on it. Nope, okay. Hack it. Oh, okay. Now I have an icicle. Okay. So we have a barrel that we need to explode. That is explosive and shouldn't be brought in contact with water. We have an icicle. We have the radiator. Is this like a timer thing? Can we melt the icicle?
The icicle is dangling on the chain.
Sure is. Tie it to the barrel, tie it to the oh, we're using it as a... Okay. Oh.
When I wedged the icicle between the pipes, the nut broke from the mounting bracket of the pipes.
Cool. Take that, I guess. Okay. So now we gotta melt that somehow. Which means getting
The nut would just slide back and forth, and my former teacher, Mr. Puetz, would say no one can force...
Does that count as a hand valve?
I threaded the rod.
And then make it stay.
I can't open or close the valve with my bare hands.
Why not?
Phew, No chance.
Okay. Do we need to lube it up? What? We had a longer range. Oh, for more leverage, I guess. Physics.
That's it then. The vent is open. The pipe is cold. A radiator.
Oh right, we took the egg out of the radiator.
One of the surveillance cameras. Hopefully Max is constantly checking the monitors in the control room.
Guess we don't have WD-40.
The paint stuck to the silicone. With a little imagination, you can see the sign again. The sign is riveted. The sign is riveted.
Yeah. Oh, we made a...
The peeled off paint from the shield is now on the silicone impression. The no water symbol can be made out halfway clearly.
Okay, so we're gonna hold the sign up so Max can see it. Or not.
The vent is open.
The valve is open.
A radiator. The radiator is gurgling and is cold. I guess there isn't enough water in the pipes.
Now? Oh my god.
Water? Heat? There's no water in the heating unit? I'll see if I can find a control unit for the water feed. I hope that was the
We
right
need to
switch.
look at the radiator first.
A radiator. There seems to be enough water in it now, but the radiator is still not heating up.
What about fire?
If my plan works and Max understands my clues, the heater will get warm, and so will the pipes with the icicle between them. When it melts and slides out of the pipes, it will hopefully push the vat from the shelf onto the floor. And as soon as the vat cover opens and the highly explosive chemical comes into contact with the ice on the floor, it will go kaboom! A great fuse! If I could somehow get out of here, I should close the valve again afterwards, otherwise this whole joint will blow with me and Max inside.
There's no flame lit in the heating unit? Well, then let's look for the right button that fires it up. So, that should have been it. Ah, damn it! Nina, look out!
So I did hear right. The lady did actually manage to free herself. Well then, come along. The boss is already eagerly waiting to make your acquaintance.
Ah, Miss Kalinkov. We finally meet in person. Please excuse my bad manners. I would have introduced myself much sooner, but as you can see, I'm under quite a bit of stress. Allow me to introduce myself, Massimo Gattuso.
Kidnapping, aggravated assault, and whatever else you ordered to do. So you're considering that good form?
No, but special circumstances unfortunately demand special measures. But since you are already here, may I offer you a front row seat for the world premiere?
Thanks, but I'm not interested.
Then you'll really be missing something. You will witness how my new marketing measures will lead humanity into a happier future.
I can't wait.
As you should. I'm sure you're familiar with it. You spend days thinking about which dress you should buy, and then you have a fight with your boyfriend about whether you should buy the red or the green couch.
I don't need a couch, and certainly not a green one.
I will
You
relieve
tell 'em, Nina.
humanity from these problems in the future.
Through brainwashing?
I call it help in decision-making. It will not only save people a lot of trouble, but they will also have more time to concentrate on really important things. You have to admit, it's a truly noble gesture on my part.
I have to admit, you're even sicker than I thought. All you care about is selling your products. You don't give a shit about the people.
What a shame that you don't appreciate my plans. Don't worry, though. You won't be in the position to take offense. And now, if you'll please excuse me, I have to prepare for the first test run. And if I can offer you a word of advice, be happy that you will be allowed to witness this spectacle. It would be a shame if you couldn't enjoy your last hours on Earth, wouldn't it?
It can't be much longer until the icicle slips from the pipe. I have to get out of here, fast! A loading crane. I see no way to operate the crane from down here. I really trusted that guy. How could I be so stupid? One of those monitoring cameras again. I won't be able to get there unnoticed. I would like...
Quiet! Professor Charleroi has to concentrate.
The entire project is being monitored and controlled from here. The Committee of the Friendly Do-Gooders probably does not want to include me in its ranks. Control displays appear to be important. Another one who has made a fool of me this entire time. I assume that he was Massimo's information source in Russia. I assume that Sergei isn't just standing there for the fun of it.
Let's see what we got. I just like throw things into the machine. Maybe you want this.
I think I may have something you've been looking for.
Oh, the part from the water pump? Thank you very much. We will reward you with a painless death.
How friendly of you.
Oleg, put that thing back in there quickly so that it's nice and warm again up in the station when we celebrate our triumph.
Okay. You will watch our guest of honor?
I don't think that our princess wants to run away, do you?
No, of course not. It's terribly comfortable here.
Okay, so is him gone?
I won't be able to get there unnoticed.
Phone waves.
This thing has all the bells and whistles.
Radio waves.
Damn it, we have some interfering radiation here somewhere. If we don't get it under control quickly, we'll have to stop the experiment.
One of those monitoring cameras again.
To the crane.
You mean escape using the crane? We'll see if that goes well. But I don't have a better idea, so let's give it a shot. Good luck, Nina.
It's getting warm up there.
And then
The
Max
champagne
will
is
be
being
trapped
chilled.
forever.
This means that there is nothing standing in the way of our party.
The celebration will have to wait.
Oh,
we
we
have some
still have a
serious
bottle of
problems
champagne
here.
left too. Doink! Kaboom!
What the hell was that?
I'm sure we can thank this little toad here for this. But no more fun and games. You're finished.
I'm sorry that I was wrong about you, but Oleg was very convincing and...
That's okay. I'm a man.
Oh
I
my
don't hold a
God.
grudge. Come on, we've got to get to the airplane. The people from the sector probably already waiting for us.
Oh shit. Oh yeah. god, that would be so slippery to drive. Whee! So if the sect had our dad the whole time, then we did a lot of that for nothing. Really.
Nina's father tried for months to scientifically prove what had happened. However, he eventually gave up, knowing that there are some things that just can't be explained with formulas. Still, or perhaps because of that, a small film company is very interested in his story. After his encounter with the sect, Eddie the janitor immediately started attending Alcoholics
Oh yeah, the
Anonymous
guy we found in the
meetings and
dinosaur in
has
the
been
beginning.
sober ever since. He is using his striking voice doing voiceovers for goblins in video games. Lisa originally wanted to become a photographer, but she was unsuccessful due to the fact that she couldn't manage to change the batteries in the camera. Her new career as a bike courier also ended suddenly after just 2 hours and her first flat tire, because no one patched the tire for her. She is now selling magnetic microwave hamsters from a small stand in Berlin. When the police arrived at the museum, Kansky's body had disappeared. As Max realized when he saw the amulet, the commissioner was a member of the mysterious sect, which no one has heard from since their intervention in Antarctica. The sect's motives remain a mystery. Were their actions really for the benefit of mankind? And have they really disappeared?
Probably not.
The sanitation worker noticed Nina's lie just in time.
Oh, thank God.
Didn't quit his job. 1 week later, he actually did win the lottery, divorced his wife, and has lived happily ever since.
Yay, good for him.
Conductor Karpman's unpunctuality cost him his job. However, German Railways was thrilled to hire him. He now works the daily Hamburg-Bielefeld route. After another 2,376 cigarette breaks together, soldiers Romanova and Yushin decided to quit smoking. They now spend their time sticking nicotine patches to various areas on each other's bodies. However, rumors of an upcoming wedding could not be confirmed. Agents Fetisov and Radinkov left the Secret Service to open a boutique in Moscow that features tailor-made suits. None of the passengers died in the dramatic train wreck, which looked worse than it was. The scientists are still puzzling over the strange results of the plant analysis that Nina so brilliantly manipulated. The Doberman Pinscher took advantage of the opportunity to escape, and is currently following in the footsteps of one of his ancestors, and terrorizing the moors of England.
Damn.
Barkeeper O'Brien was hit by a drunken truck driver in front of his pub, quit his job, and has been teaching rhetoric at the University of Dublin. The fisherman's doctor urgently recommended he pay better attention to his health. He now only fishes when the sun is shining, in other words, twice a year, and has switched to drinking single malt Scotch whiskey. Klaus lost his home when the pub closed. He wandered around homeless and without a goal for months until he finally discovered his purpose in life and a place to stay in the small German town of Geesthacht. He is now a game designer for graphic adventures. Fernando, the gatekeeper, is currently working on his latest series of paintings, the 1,000 extremely different growth stages of the date palm tree. Thanks to her untiring physical efforts, Sister Sabrina actually won the mayoral election. However, she had to resign 9 months later to take care of her baby. Shortly after his efforts in the inner courtyard, Puyol, the patient, set the world record in building a house of cards.
Yeah.
Since then, he has appeared in numerous TV talk shows, babbling nonsense and earning money, hand over fist. However, we strongly oppose the extremely malicious insinuation that this career path is a general prerequisite for a career in television. Ramon builds strange figures out of shells based on Manuel Perez's even stranger drawings and sells them to tourists for exorbitant amounts of money. The villainous quartet was literally put on ice for a very long time. As a result, large-scale mind control continues to be reserved for a very popular, massively multiplayer online role-playing game. The contracts are signed and sealed. You can look forward to seeing your favorite characters again in Secret Files 2.
Oh, heck yeah!
Max?
Yeah?
Have I thanked you yet?
No, I don't think so.
The plane must have an
Oh,
autopilot
getting
function.
a James Bond ending.
Camera's rolling.
And I'd like to help you too. I don't need to go to bed anymore anyway, and I can always sleep when I'm dead. So, if I can do something for you...
That's really nice.
Here's looking at you, kid. Sorry, I forgot my line.
Cut.
You know the difference between me and you? I make this look good.
Cut.
Just because I'm filming a shitty film for some shitty people doesn't mean that I enjoy being an actor. I was not outstanding, and I was not exceptional. I was monumental. I was epochal.
Camera's rolling.
Prop guy, please bring the fake iron bar this time. What a comedian.
Camera's rolling.
If my eyes don't deceive me, the stodgy could now look a lot like...
Cut.
I can't stand taking the train, sorry. Let's film the scene again.
Secret Files 2 coming 2008. I have good news. Or bad news, depending on how you look at it. I already have 2 and 3. They are also available for free via Twitch Prime Gaming, I think it was. Or no, it was Amazon Prime. But yeah, so I will be back at some point to play the next one. That was a lot of fun, and as far as point-and-click adventure goes, it was done a lot better than a lot of the ones I've played. So I'm looking forward to see how they work on if they improve the formula at all in the future ones. And as always, I guess it was aliens. And evil people, evil telecommunications people trying to control our minds, so what else is new? Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.